I got an amazing story to share with you guys. It's a story about a guy who was backpacking in Israel, seeing the sights. He even had a motorcycle, so he got to, make some distance and didn't have to wait online for the buses or anything else. And at one point, he made his way to the Western Wall, to the Kotel, and he's just staring at the wall, taking it in, looking at all the people that are connecting, that are praying, that are pouring out their hearts, and he was moved. And while he was there, he got into a discussion with a rabbi you may have heard of, Rabbi Noach Weinberg. He used to be the Rosh Yeshiva, the dean of the Esha Torah Yeshiva right by the Kotel. And they were speaking and about life and about Israel and about Judaism. And Rabbi Weinberg said to him, perhaps you'd like to try out a few classes in our yeshiva in Esha Torah. And the guy said, yeah, thank you, Rabbi, but no thanks. You have to understand, God and I, we are like this. We are so close. That's a picture. I don't need a rabbi. I don't need a yeshiva. I am set for life. So Rabbi said, wow, please tell me, how did you get so close? What have you seen? What has happened? And the guy goes on to explain, well, I was riding my bike in the mountains in Israel, those deep, steep mountains with narrow roads with sharp curves. And I wasn't speeding, I was going around and around, but all of a sudden when I got to one of the curves, my brakes went. And the bike and me, we went flying off the curve, flying off the mountain, tumbled and tumbled and tumbled again. The bike ended up in about 10 different pieces. And you know what happened to me? I ended up without a scratch. So you see, Rabbi, God and I, we are like this. I don't need yeshiva. I am set. I am good to go. So Rabbi Weinberg said to this young man, he said, I 100% agree with you that God is the one that saved you, that God's hand literally carried you through the air and allowed you to come out unscathed. But let me ask you a question. Who do you think pushed you off the mountain? Purim marks a major turning point for the Jewish people. In earlier times, we had open miracles. We had the splitting of the sea. We had the 10 plagues. We had daily miracles in the temple. And in Purim, one could almost think it's just a string of coincidences. Happened to be at the right place and the right time. And as was mentioned earlier, the one name that is missing from every single Megillah, every scroll, every language, anywhere in the world, Ashkenaz, Sfarad, you look, the one name that is absent, that is not even there, is God's name. God's name doesn't even appear in the story because it's possible to believe that it all happened by chance. But when we look deeper, when we look more carefully, we can see that really it was God who was running the show all along. And we have that challenge in our own lives today. Sometimes things don't go the way we were hoping. Sometimes we have difficult days, difficult weeks, difficult relationships, difficult financial situations. And sometimes we wonder, where is God? Is he with me? Is he out there? But if we look deeper, if we look closer, we can see that not only is God there, but he's holding our hand. My blessing to all of us is, number one, that we should merit to have God's miracles in our lives every day. And number two, and this is the part that's up to us, that we have the vision and the foresight to see the hand of God in our own lives. Because when we do that, not only do we enjoy life more, and is it easier to cope with various challenges, but then God reciprocates with giving us even more blessings and more miracles. Wishing you and everyone, your entire family, a joyous and meaningful Purim.